We're on live on YouTube and a whole bunch of other things right now. I
Woo-hoo.
don't cut out anything.
Yeah,
You
baby.
know, that's just how it is. We roll like this. How
It's
you been, man?
organic.
So
I'm
we're gonna
good.
fly. We're gonna fly to New York to go see the Yankees and Dodgers play this year.
Well, oh, it's in New York this year.
It's in New
So,
York this year.
when is it?
I think July,
Oh,
July
July
19th,
what?
20, 21st,
Then
I believe.
yes, that's a good possibility of that because I'll be in the South.
Oh, you'll
I'll
be in the
be,
South by
I'll
then.
be, I'll be
You
in
mean
North
meet you
Carolina.
in New York?
You're gonna meet me in New York?
You got a place for me to stay?
Maybe,
Oh, that's
maybe.
not maybe. I'm
I'm
supposed to
just
fly
being
out there
real.
to
I
New York
haven't
on
been
a
in New York
maybe.
in a while, so
Oh, you ain't got people out there?
I do, but
For you, not for me.
not necessarily.
Not for
It's
your black
possible.
Dodger friend.
Can I bring my Dodger friend from Los Angeles?
Stay for
You're gonna
rent
wear
free.
and he's not gonna pay anything. He just wants to eat your food and drink your
Well,
booze.
I won't. I'll drink your booze. I don't want to eat your food. Or I'll
Uh,
choose one.
um,
Either eat
so
your
would
food
you wear
and buy
your
my own
your
booze.
Dodger gear?
Of course, I would. And get
That's
beat up in the Bronx or something like that. They're gonna jump on
nah.
me.
You know what? I'd bring it to Stan's, um, which is a Yankee bar, and it's tradition that we go there before the game, and it's a lot of fun.
Well, I'll bring my Brooklyn Dodger gear. How about that?
Yeah,
Can't have
that
them,
would be the smart thing to do.
Okay, I'll bring my B cap and my Jackie Robinson jersey. How about that?
There you go.
You
There's
know,
nothing
can't get
wrong
mad
with
at that.
that. That's a
Exactly.
safer bet.
Then my LA hat. All right, got my spring training cap on. We're gonna
All
talk
right.
Dodgers, Yankees. I hope you're ready because I'm ready for you. I am so ready for you.
Man, I've been like chomping at the bit because I've been following from the winter meetings to now spring and I'm just like, mm,
It's a lot going on. It's a lot
a
going on
lot.
this year. All right, I'm starting the countdown. We're ready to go.
Yeah.
Got a surprise for you too.
Ooh,
Everybody out there.
love surprises. I'll knock it out of the park like Judge would.
Can you hear that?
Yeah, the volume's low for some reason. Let me increase the volume
Hello, everybody, and welcome to What Kind of a Baseball Show Is This?
here.
That's a working title there since we went back and forth over titles. So that's the working title. What kind of a baseball show is this between a Yankee and a Dodger? I am Dr. J. Lamar Gray with my good friend Yankee guy. You introduce yourself.
Oh,
A man that needs no introduction.
yeah, I don't know. It's kind of narcissistic, but I'm Mateo Robato, and I'm excited for baseball talk.
It's baseball. First of all, let's celebrate the Dodgers World Series. Woo-hoo! Dodgers won Game 7. You know, they
Hey, you know what?
celebrated in Toronto.
I'm in LA, and I have to say, that's my sister team is the Dodgers, even though every Yankee fan will be upset with me by saying that. But I've been here a while, and it was an exciting World Series, and I did not like the Blue Jays, and you know why, Vlad. And it was awesome. It was a great World Series for baseball fans.
Freddie Freeman said he gets kind of annoyed when people say it was like, "Oh, that was the greatest World Series Game 7 ever," and he's like, "That was pretty stressful."
Oh, I can't even imagine,
Can't imagine because in the ninth inning, I thought this was a done deal. I mean, you had Kiki up, struck out, Mickey Rowe up, then and I think I texted you or somebody and I said, "How fitting that we're going to end this World Series by Shohei Ohtani getting the last out." Because I wasn't anticipating him. He's not clutch at all. I wasn't anticipating him
And
doing anything.
who of all people talked you off the ledge but a Yankee fan? And I
You
said,
did.
we got this. And we did. And it was
I'm
magic.
I'm still having post-dramatic effect behind this because every time I see, because Spectrum LA keeps playing Game 7 over again, and every time I see Mickey Rowe take that, first of all, people who are baseball fans know, when does bringing in the infield ever work?
Man,
Why?
you know, it's I'm just having flashes of the World Series in my head right now, and I'm like, there were some like unbelievable smart baseball IQ decisions that happened in that game, and that was
Oh
the
yeah.
difference maker.
Yes. And Mickey Rowe, like I said, this guy hits the ball just 2 feet to the right of Mickey Rowe. It's most major league hitters when they're licking their chops when the infield's up, because all you got to do is smash that ball between anybody.
Yep.
And it's done. You can hit a high popper over the infield and a high chopper, and that's not enough time to get the ball and throw it to home. And Mickey Rowe grabs it and he fumbles with it. He almost falls back on his ass. He doesn't do that. He fumbles with the grip. He didn't do that. And he didn't even throw a perfect throw. He throws that ball 1 foot further to the right of Will Smith. We're singing a whole different tune there.
It was just, it was like, oh my God, the baseball gods were even like, it was exciting. It was just, and here's the thing, like, think about if you move closer to someone, right? You're in their like eye line, in a way, and it's almost like he hypnotized him to hit it where he was standing,
You're right. He was so focused on him that he couldn't look anywhere else. And then that wasn't enough. Okay. Was it Bo Bichette's bat? 1 out, that high ball way to left field. And I thought at that time, oh, it's done. When I saw Kiki turn his back to the ball and run to the field, I said, oh, this is over. This ball's gotta drop. This ball's gonna drop. These two guys, potheads, are gonna break their neck. And remember, Dave Roberts at that moment pulled come on, the ankle. Tommy Tanks. He pulled Tommy Edmonds out of center field. Bad ankle, Tommy Edmonds. On that moment before that ball was hit, Potheads, get in there. And that dude covered so much, because Tommy Edmonds wouldn't have been able to cover that. Now, I think Kiki had a beat on it, though.
It was just like magic, because like the amount of managerial decisions as well as player execution, and it was just like destiny, it's just
it was working.
And I hate to say it. No, actually I don't hate to say it. I love to say it. Vladimir Guerrero, because of your interview and how you were a sore winner against the Yankees, that karma bit your team in the ass. And because baseball is magic, it's not all about just, black and white. There's a lot of gray area.
Oh, a lot of gray.
The baseball gods did not like you chirping with Big Papi on national TV after you won, you classless fool.
Well, I don't have a problem with Guerrero, though.
Of course not. Why not?
We beat him. But okay, before we move on, does Kiki makes that catch? I mean, actually, does Kiki make that catch? If Potheads doesn't cover, does he make the Willie Mays? Looking back, because I've analyzed this over and over again, it looked like he had a good beat on it. Now, I think it would have hit his glove.
Look at it again. I don't. Yeah. I remember it sort of, but I would have to look at his body position exactly. But
it looked like it was going to his glove because he was going to his knees. It looked like the question, if it would have stayed in his glove, that's the question.
You got to remember, things were going at such a lightning fast speed. Yeah, even if it was on his glove side and everything, to coordinate and twist your body and turn and be running, and then, and it's behind him. Yeah. That was a lot so the right guy caught the ball and saved the day.
Some guys would have backed off and said, okay, Kiki, make the play. But Potheads, that was a ball. And if Potheads drops that, he looks like the fool. You ran him over. He was going to make the catch. What did you do? So there's a lot of gut checks there, man. Guys played with their instincts and they worked out.
The one thing about outfielders, he had a beat on the ball,
Yeah.
he went with intention and his dexterity, and he knew he was going to catch the ball, and that's why he went for it. And I'm sure he probably thought Kiki's like in the wrong position. He's standing, he doesn't have a good line on it, and I'm getting it. I mean,
and that's the youngness of him. He's such a young player. A lot of veteran guys probably would have stood back, but that's the young tiger in him. That's it. I'm going for this.
I love it.
Okay. Well, I'm still uneasy about seeing that replay with Will Smith's foot on there, and I just can't handle looking at it. My stomach's like something's gonna change. Like, all right, Back to the Future.
Hold on a second. You won. Get over yourself. All right.
I know.
Won. And how dare you not be insulted by Vlad and his candor and his professionalism? I don't get you.
It's sorry, his dad. It's his dad. I loved his dad, so I cut him some slack. His dad
is different than him.
I know. He's a youngster.
You don't get a pass.
He's a youngster, but you Yankees bring out the worst in people. I blame that on the Yankees.
Oh,
you guys bring out the worst.
Yankees. God, you're incredible.
You bring out the worst in people. So
you're gonna bring the worst out of me today. Let me tell you.
Okay, well, let's move on. It's spring training. I don't care about really the World Baseball Classic. I'll watch a little bit, but that's not my jam.
I would like it to be my jam, but the whole time I'm thinking, okay, please, nobody get hurt. You know what I mean? And I don't want to be in that mindset before the baseball season starts. You don't even want, but that's where your mind's going. Like, no one get hurt.
Because these guys play full out. They play full out. I mean, they're going to play for their country and their pride and to show each other up. You're going to be playing against fellow major leaguers. I don't want I personally think Yoshi should sit this out because he had a great postseason. So, you got nothing to prove, baby. Just sit this one out. But he's going for it. Will Smith,
the other thing, like you said, Yoshi, like he had a big World Series in that he was burning the candle at both ends, and you just don't want his arm to fall off at the start of the new season. You know what I mean? I don't know. Like you guys all burnt your pitchers' arms out that series.
Yeah. Blake Snell is saying that they're slow starting him in spring training. They said, he said his shoulder was barking all through the playoffs and the World Series. It's barking a little now. Because we remember when these guys go extra season, postseason, you win the championship, you're playing a lot more extra games after 162 games. So you're burning it both ends. So I hope nobody gets hurt, and we'll see how it goes. But yeah, I don't want Will Smith. You don't want Judge to get hurt, take a ball the wrong way, because that's all you got, baby. That's all you got. You've been having a garage sale.
First of all, we all don't have, I don't know, offshore accounts and some sort of crazy baseball financing that, the baseball is going to pretty much do a lockout because of your business model of doing things. So take it easy there. But I'm glad you bring up that Judge. That's all you got is what you said, right? Well,
I'm joking. Yeah,
no, I know. But I think it's a good segue in that. Well, the Yankees on paper, for the most part, are bringing back the same squad they had last year, and you're saying everyone's like, "What the heck is going on? Why didn't you guys blah blah blah?" And here, I think, is the fundamental difference of the Yankees this year as opposed to last year. Is Bellinger and Goldschmidt are back, which I like.
Yes.
But they've played in New York now for a season, so they know what it's like. The nervousness and all that jittery kind of stuff is gone, and they know the fans and they know the beast. So I think they're going to perform even better. And also, the Yankees got better by subtraction. They don't have Devin Williams, who lost at least 10 plus games for the Yankees single-handedly, and he's now on the Mets. And I don't know if you saw this, but his first outing, he gave up a home run.
Oh, well, it's
I mean,
spring
it's spring
training.
training, but
Come on,
still.
yeah.
Um, and he's also and I'm a little soured because he's the guy that caused the whole beard thing and why the Yankees don't shave anymore. And I know I sound like a broken record, but he's that guy, and he's no longer on the team. And so I think the Yankee squad is going to be better this year because chemistry, they all know each other. They've been in the trenches, and they just need to execute better. And I think they can do that. And I think that's why the Yankees team is better this season.
I
And
agree. I agree. You guys, it just wasn't your year, yes, last year. That's it. It's just it was just baseball for you guys. It just didn't happen. But you have a team. Now, what are you going to do with Spencer Jones? Now, you re-sign the guy. Some people say he's going to go AAA. This guy's a power hitter. There's no place for him. What are you going to do?
here's what I think the Yankees will do is they may demote the Martian, Dominguez, back to AAA, and then bring up Jones. And I don't know, because right now the Martian experiment, he may get dealt. You never know. I mean, and then the kid's young. Like
Yeah.
you feel bad for it, but baseball season is a long season,
Yeah.
and the I think here's the major issue is not Jones or Dominguez, is that it's Stanton. Like Stanton, normally
Yeah.
he's injured most of the season, and he throws a wrench into the chemistry and the bench and stuff like that. And normally Stanton is he shows up during the playoffs. He's a killer in the playoffs. And this year he did nothing. So now you're just like, I mean, in the news, they're talking about Stanton, and he says he can't uh he can't hold on to a bottle, but he's willing to work through the pain. And the season hasn't even started yet. And I'm like, oh my God. So I don't know what they do with Jones. I don't want to let him go. That's for sure. You know,
No, you
uh,
shouldn't let him go. It's too early in the season for that. He's got power. You got to keep him. And I don't think you don't need anything else right now to make a trade like that. I mean,
the other, I guess, challenge this year is what you're talking about is your bench. You've got Caballero, who's probably going to start as shortstop, and I think he's a stud. I think he's great. And you got Volpe, who's almost still an experiment in a way, because he was good, then he was bad, then he was good, and now he was bad, and he's coming off of an injury. Is he maybe he's not the next coming, and he gets traded. So that's like your infield kind of fiasco. And then you also have your outfield kind of conundrum. So I hate to be Boone right now because it's tricky.
well, enough Yankees talk while we go. Let's go to some Dodger talk, and
All
we'll
right,
go back
let
to
me
Yankees
ask
right
you
quick.
some questions about the Dodgers.
Okay. I got the starting
Now,
lineup if you want to know it.
not yet. Come on now.
I mean, I got it.
You're forget about it. Your lineup is ridiculous. But the question I have is, so off season, there wasn't a lot of moves. Did you do anything by subtraction? Like, how did you feel about like the winter meetings in the off season?
I think that we made some very emotional renewings. We
Mhm.
paid some guys back. We still have Max Muncy. We re-signed Miggy Rowe because he's now a Dodger legend. We re-signed Kiki because he just got to re-sign Kiki. I don't think we needed to do a lot. I think we're in the same situation as the Yankees, but we did win the World Series. But
Right.
we're two teams that have the right stuff to do it again. Now, spoiler alert, the Dodgers are going to three-peat because we did
I love it.
we
Good.
did get tremendously better by subtraction. Okay. We got rid of Michael Easy Out Conforto.
You hate him. I love it.
Now, Michael Conforto is responsible for the Dodgers not getting the bye week having the best record in baseball, and why we went to a game 7 with Toronto, because Michael Conforto hit under the Mendoza line. He hit 199 for the season, all season. He only hit like 12 home runs. He only had 36 RBIs. If Michael Easy Out Conforto hits 250, at least 250, if he hits 20 home runs and if he hits 60 RBIs, the Dodgers win 10 extra games and have the best record in baseball, because how many one-run games did the Dodgers lose because Michael Conforto didn't do what he's supposed to do? And if he was up for the season, if he'd had a season like that, in the playoffs, he would have been in the roster instead of forcing us to put Kiki Hernandez in left field, and he would have done some damage. And we would have won it in 5 games. So he's gone.
Let me ask you a question. So are you saying that it should be the Conforto line instead of the Mendoza line now?
Yes, let's change it to the Michael Conforto line now. That's excellent observation, because Mendoza, we don't remember a lot of people don't even, our generation knows him. A new generation should be the Conforto line. And he's so gone. So we got better with him, with Kyle Tucker. By the way, he signed a minor league contract. He signed a you can come to camp contract with the Cubs. Michael Conforto.
Oh, I thought you said Kyle Tucker. I'm like,
no, Michael Conforto, Kyle Tucker we got from the Cubs. So we kind of got Kyle Tucker, and the Cubs got Michael Conforto for a minor league you can come to camp contract, which has to be like, what, $500,000, if that. With an incentive, you get $2 million if you make the 40-man roster.
All right. Hold on 1 second.
You want to crunch those numbers?
Now that you released that Conforto agita that you got going on?
Yeah. So I'm all right now.
All right. So I asked you, how did you feel about the winter meetings and this, that, and you like totally blew it off like, yeah, we're spinning back the same team. You already got like a stud team, and then you add Kyle Tucker, which you happen to leave out of the conversation. I think you guys got a lot better.
Edwin Diaz, we got a closer, Edwin Diaz, because Tanner Scott, another guy who screwed it up, led the league in 10 blown saves. Edwin Diaz, we got him. And I don't know why y'all didn't get him. Well, he wanted to come to be a Dodger. But so
I think the only way you guys don't like spin it back and three-peat is if you get like injuries. That's like the only thing that's stopping that team right now, because they're ridiculous. They're just insane.
Yeah. Andy Pades got tired towards the end of the year. Teoscar's got a 6-pack. He's lost some weight. Max Muncy, Mookie's not going to have a repeat of last year. He's going to have a better year. So here's the starting lineup for the Dodgers. Opening day starting lineup. We got Shohei, DH. We got Kyle Tucker hitting number 2. Okay, and which means he's going to see some fastballs, because Ohtani will maybe on first, ready to steal. Mookie's batting 3rd. Freddie Freeman in cleanup. Will Smith, number 5, Max Muncy, number 6, Teoscar, 7, Andy Pades, 8. And then, of course, we have the second base position, and Tommy Edmonds is not going to be opening day ready because he's still nursing that bad ankle. So you got Miggy Rowe, Ha-Seong Kim, who's having an awesome camp. He's at a killer camp. And then we have Alex Freeman. So there's some question at second base. Second base is the only question we have right now.
Okay, I'm curious, and I just don't know. So Kyle Tucker, what injury did he have prior to this?
It was a shoulder. It was a shoulder injury,
all right.
I believe.
So Kyle Tucker, he's pretty fast, right? Or he's a good base runner, no?
Yeah, he's young.
So wouldn't it make sense to flip-flop Ohtani and Tucker in your lineup?
No.
Hang on a second.
On pitching days, on days he pitches, yeah.
Think about this, because Ohtani, he's a big guy, and he's getting older, and he's gotten injured a couple times running to bases and stuff like that. So would Ohtani protect Tucker in a way? And then, I don't know, that might be an interesting flip-flop.
On days he pitch, I agree because you shouldn't pitch and then go into the on deck circle. You shouldn't have to come to the mound to the on deck circle. I
Come on,
think
he's
that's just a bad
Godzilla,
idea.
man. He's
Yeah,
Godzilla.
he can
He
do
can
what he
do
wants, but we're not going to mess with that. So you're trying to sabotage us already. That's your
No, I
Yankees in
think
you.
there's going to be some shuffling around in that lineup, and you're going to be like, "Oh, damn you, Mateo! I knew you were right."
Well, you're probably. I would put in the 9 spot though. I would put Teoscar in the 9. I would do something crazy like put somebody in the 9 spot. But Shohei doesn't matter because Shohei really doesn't do a lot. He's a solo act. He doesn't do a lot with guys in scoring position. So I guess it doesn't matter where
I
he
think
is. But
Teoscar's
yeah.
probably going to have a bounce back season. Like last season, he wasn't that great compared to the prior season, and I think that those are the guys that you really need to have a bounce back because your stars are going to be your stars, but it's the guys that aren't like mega stars like Otani that you need in your lineup to perform, and they make the difference, really.
Well, Teoscar is going to be moved to left, and Tucker's taken right.
No, but
So
I mean batting wise. I'm not talking fielding
oh, well,
wise.
they're saying that may help Tasker field better because he's more of a natural left fielder, so he'll feel better out there in the field,
Okay.
and so that'll translate into better hitting, they believe. And Mookie is going to
Interesting.
play all season at shortstop. Last year was his first season playing shortstop all season, so some people believe that was the problem with the bat. So, they say if you put these guys in the right position, they're feeling better about themselves defensively. That'll translate to better offense. So
What
that's what
about
they're thinking.
Mookie playing second base instead of short if it's too much?
Nah. It don't work too much now. So I don't think we want to mess with Mookie's head anymore. He had a tough season last year. So.
I mean,
No.
you got to have a good computer on your shoulders, to be playing shortstop. And like you said, that's a lot of mental energy, and I don't know.
Yeah. Back in the
There's
day,
something
back
to
in
it.
our day, shortstops didn't do a lot of offensive stuff because they had plenty to do. If you're a good defensive shortstop, nobody asked you to do a lot with the bat until
Right.
a guy like Derek Jeter showed up. Then all of a sudden it's like, oh, snap. Because you got Ozzie Smith back in the day. You had your Bill Russells. You had your Larry Boas. You had guys like that who just were defensive giants at shortstop. They knew how to play the position. And if they hit like 240 or 250, you were happy. But now it's a powerhouse position.
When Bo Bichette went on the market, I'm like, oh, he'd be an interesting, like I would love to throw Jazz back into third base. He actually played better at third, even though he's a natural second baseman, and then
Yeah.
get Bo Bichette in, second or even short, that would have been kind of exciting play for the Yankees, but it didn't happen. So anyway.
And your boy Jazz, let's end on this note. And next time we got to talk about the whole the automatic strike ball thing going on, which
yes,
I'm really excited
ABS.
about. We'll talk about that next time. But let's put a pin in that one for next time. But before we go, let's talk about your boy Jazz. Jazz, and I love Jazz. And I think he's good for the sport. He's saying that he's feeling a 50-50 season, 50 home runs and 50 stolen bases.
Yeah.
What say
How many
you?
home runs did he get last season?
He had 30, he had 38 or something like that, right?
30-ish. Yeah, I don't know the number. I know he didn't hit 40. And now
No,
he's saying he's going to hit 20 more home runs this season. The bases for sure is being stolen, but here's the problem that I have with that statement. I love Jazz's energy. He's so free and fun and all that, but that short porch in Yankee Stadium, I think that messes up a lot of people's swings because it seems so attainable to hit a home run and everything else, rather than being a situational hitter, which we need Jazz to be a lot of the time, not a home run hitter. And if he's going 50 for 50 every time he comes to the plate, he's looking at that short porch and hitting a home run, a personal goal rather than a team goal, which is to win the World Series. So for me, I don't like that. I'd rather him want to win for the team than some personal goals, which I notice a lot of players are saying it, aka Juan Soto of the Mets, saying he wants to beat out Otani for the MVP. This is just like, what about your team, buddy? Focus on your
Yeah.
team.
And the Mets, the owner is mad at them. They got a whole lot of problems there. They got a big payroll and they ain't doing much of anything. So we don't have to worry about them at all. I mean, at all.
And it is the Mets.
It's the Mets. And you lost Edwin Diaz. I can't wait to see the music come out, the trumpets play when he saves the day in Game 4. Not only are we going to three-peat, we're going to sweep whoever we play in Game 7. So if it, in the World Series. So if
wait, hold on, you can't sweep someone in Game 7. You win the first 4 games. That's a sweep. Come on, man. I taught you this already.
We're going to sweep the Yankees. Whoever we play in the World Series is going to get swept.
First of all, Yankees make the World Series, which they are. They are winning the World Series. Period.
Against who? The Dodgers?
I don't think you guys are going to make it, even though you should make it. I think the Yankees are going to the World Series, and maybe it's Yankees-Phillies, and
it's Yankees Dodgers. Now, if you want to dispute us sweeping you, that's fine, but it's going to be the Yankees Dodgers again, which I would love to see again. And if we lose to anybody, I would love to lose to the Yankees. They're a powerhouse team, and they deserve it. And
that
then before
would be epic. Come on.
Yeah, before Jazz comes to, signs a contract with the Dodgers and become our new third baseman.
You know what? I think Jazz is fun, but he says, what does he always say? He's like, I try to go 70%, because if I go 100, I strike out a lot, and I go, it's too much. I'm like thinking, all right, Jazz, we need to get you back up to 100% because your fielding has been 50%, and your batting is not where it could be if you just was a situational hitter. These guys sometimes, but if the Dodgers get them, that's okay. I'm okay with it.
We don't need it. We're doing him a favor.
No.
Let's put some money in his pocket. Okay. Now I'm going to play this closing music one more time. We're going to end right now because I have another show to record.
Yes, dear.
This has been What Kind of a Baseball Show Is This? With me, Dr. J, and Mateo Robato. Says he don't want to say his name. You think that's so pretentious? I'll say it for him.
I love when you say my name inappropriately with an L or an N in it. And
Robato.
Ribaldo.
Okay. Well, next time we're going to talk about the balls and strikes on What Kind of Baseball Show Is This?
ABS system. Yes.
I love it. All right, baby. Not you, baby. Babies out there, the audience. We'll talk to you soon.
You call me babe? Interesting.
There you go. That was a cool show. That was great. That was good stuff. No